to...
Yeah, Shalom. All
Shalom.
praises to Yahweh.
Yahweh Ba'Hashem
Yahushai,
Yahushai
Ba'Hashem
Ba'Hashem
Rakakadash.
Rakakadash.
Double honors to the apostles and the elders at Great Millstone. Salutations to the elect out there feeding the sheep of Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai with sincerity, truth, and with charity.
441. It's a spirit.
Yahweh is the name of the Heavenly Father, which the world ignorantly calls God. Ba'Hashem means in the name of. Yahushai is the true name of the Son, which the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. His true name is Yahushai. Once again, Lord willing, this is an edifying lesson that we're going to be speaking about. Basically, a time of destruction is coming. You've never seen anything like it, right? Because ultimately, what the scriptures in the book of Matthew speaks about, a time like no other before is coming. And you're going to see men getting raped, women getting raped, children getting raped. Yeah, we said it. People fucking dying.
People eating each other, because we just saw moments ago, which gave us the inspiration to do this lesson. We saw a guy in broad daylight raping a woman on the floor right outside a subway station, and people were recording, and nobody was doing nothing to interfere. He was just leisurely raping this woman, and they blurred it out. We're not going to show it for the purpose of our video not getting banned, but these are the times we're coming into where that's going to be normal.
At first, it was raping people, and we know this was going around since the ancient world, but first it was just people were doing this at night. Now, no, they said, fuck it. We're going to do this right in front of everybody.
Yeah, people.
In broad fucking daylight at the train station.
People would hide it. People would do it, behind closed doors. Now they're doing it in the public, man. People are going to be committing murders in the public. People are going to be ripping children out of your hands in the public. Right? Raping you in the public. Not going to care. This is 2 Timothy 3:1. This know also that in the last days perilous times shall come. For men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy, without natural affection, truce breakers, false accusers, incontinent, fierce, despiser of those that are good, traitors, heady, high-minded, lovers of pleasures more than lovers of Yahweh, having a form of godliness but denying the power thereof. From such turn away. So these people, man, they're just lovers of themselves, and they have no natural affection. Right? They don't have mercy. They don't have control. All right? They're just carnal. What does the scripture say? Because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold.
I was just going to say that, bro.
These people are waxing worse and worse by each and every day. Because they don't know what it is to serve Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai. They're serving their own belly, their own ideologies and beliefs, the Christian church, the Catholic church. And just because you go there, you're not safe, man. You're far from safe. You're susceptible to all sorts of demons, man. We're in a very perilous time right now. The scriptures say we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against spiritual wickedness in high places. So on top of us dealing with Esau Edom, the so-called white man who's manipulating the strings on this planet Earth right now, and these spirits that we don't see, these spirits that we have to battle. We also see that right now there's many spirits on the loose, spirits that are created for vengeance. Can I bring that up?
Yeah, bring that out.
Let's see. The Lord ordained it. This is the book of Ecclesiasticus 39:28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. So Lord, you ordained these spirits to come forth at that appointed time in that lot to wreak the
live recording. Okay, yeah.
And just to make a point too, I saw today these two YNs of Keisha, little Keisha, and I don't know if it was her brother or a family member, but they had the Glock with the extendo, and she was playing around with it and holding it up next to his head, and she pulled the trigger. The trigger wasn't that trigger was delicate. She pulled the trigger. She blasted her.
Or in the bathroom.
In the bathroom, and then after she offed herself.
Those were two. I think they were around the age of 12 and 14 years old. Right, I believe. I remember the name. Something like starting with the S.
Yeah, kids seeing the gun in broad daylight in their mother's house.
Yeah, her name. One of the name was Paris something. Yeah, this was. Yeah, these little kids. Now you have these little kids. Shooting people, committing murders for people. You had one 14-year-old, or it was like a little kid. He he lured a delivery driver, called a pizza delivery driver out to an abandoned building and fucking shot him because he wanted to kill somebody. It's like fucking madness, bro.
But
because the thing is too, these little kids, they listen to rappers like King Von, fucking whatever their names are, man. Little Durk, fucking, I don't know, Skrilla, whatever these names are, whatever their names are, bro. And they listen to them talk about murdering people and stuff, and they believe they're missing out, or they're not manly enough or something like that if they haven't murdered somebody. So they think they have to prove themselves.
Well, you're not manly enough unless you take a woman's bitch. You know, these people get off at the sole fact of catching bodies, committing adultery.
There was one guy, he was in, can I just say something? One guy, he was in prison. This guy was in jail, got jail for 40 fucking years, man, or something like that, because he murdered somebody, okay? And he said that these people that were his friends, well, they actually snitch on you. They actually told on you, and that's these fucking worldly ass people, bro. You know, they don't fucking care about you, bro. And you know, when you go to jail, you know, they're out here. A second you go to jail, man, they're fucking your woman.
Right away.
Right away, bro.
Well, Lord, he's gonna put an end to all this.
Do you think these women, like, do you think they're staying out here loyal to you?
Yeah. I mean, they're gonna stay 15 years in a fucking house. You know, Keisha can't even keep still, man. I've seen videos of her holding a fucking baby out in the streets, man, in Ybor City. One of them crowded areas, man, where there's a bunch of YNs just walking back and forth. 2/3. She's out there holding her baby because she can't miss out. Some guy put her in check. She said, mind your own business. Holding a fucking baby, little 3-month-old. Man, this is the state of our people, man. Our people are going to be destroyed for a lack of knowledge. Ultimately, the Lord, he creates good and evil. And he's going to be creating a lot of evil in these last days, but...
All right, so, like, can you bring out this one precept? Amos, was it, evil shall come upon thee, but thou shalt not know it. I believe it is. No, evil shall fall upon thee. No, evil shall fall upon thee. Is Isaiah, I think, actually. It's lucky my memory's all fucked up, but basically, yeah.
Isaiah 47:11.
I'll read it.
Read it.
Therefore shall evil come upon thee, and thou shalt not know whence it riseth, and mischief shall fall upon thee, and thou shalt not be able to put it off. And desolation shall come upon thee suddenly, which thou shalt not know. And these people, man, desolation, evil, destruction, it's gonna come on these people, and they're gonna. You're right, when they don't fucking expect it. Remember, you're seeing how fast the Lord can speed things up. I was just talking to the brother, basically saying how, bro, the Lord, his ways are so much higher than our ways. You know, a human can only multitask, you know, a couple different things. I think 7 things is the max amount of things a human can multitask, or something like that, or right. But what's it called? Like, the Lord, he can multitask an infinite number of ways. So it is nothing to the Lord to send a plague here, send destruction here, send a fire here, send a drought here, send judgment here, send a killing here. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And he can do that all at the same time, bro.
All at the same time. His multitasking is infinite. You know? You're going to see that, man. There's earthquakes in Philippines. There's tsunamis in this part of the world. Fires in this part of the world. Heat waves in this part of the world. Gas shortages. Famines. Pestilence. It's going to be a time like never before. Right? And these people, they're not going to know what to do because they haven't been prepared. They're not even spiritual, man. They're carnally minded. So what are they going to do? They're going to go resort to whatever their government or whatever the system can offer them as a quick fix.
Oh, and that's the thing. Can I just say something real quick? Like, these people, when all hell breaks loose, like, imagine like a firefighter. Like, a firefighter extinguishes a fire. You're waiting for these people to come, or, you know, a fucking power supply goes off. You're waiting for Comcast to come fix it or something, right? You're waiting. And then these people, they do their job. They fix it. You're like, yeah, good job. You know, they're like, these people, the same way the government, when all hell breaks loose, when the government's gonna give their little first aid, Red Cross or whatever, they're gonna be giving these people praises. They're gonna try to give them applause. Then when that chip comes out, bro, you best believe these people, they're gonna be first to take it. And you're gonna bring out, yeah.
It's the book of Ecclesiasticus 12:17. If adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him there first. And though he pretend to help thee, yet he shall undermine thee. He will shake his head and clap his hands and whisper much and change his countenance. Right? So like if you see some chaotic event, this guy's always there coming with the first aid. They'll come, they'll act all good. Then we'll offer vaccines. We'll offer you this. Take this. It's gonna help you. It's gonna heal you. Catches you off guard and boom. We've seen this happen time and time again. Nothing is new under the sun. From what these people do in Africa, man, these Edomites going to parts of Africa,
even these like doctors,
sterilizing them.
These doctors and stuff, they might have given you some aid in the beginning, might have patched you up or whatever. When that shit comes around, bro, a lot of these people, they're gonna tell you to go fucking take that chip, and they're gonna be putting chips in you. And these people that you think you fucking trusted, bro, they're not to be fucking trusted. During that C1 Nizzle, a lot of these doctors were taking the bag for administering those snake juice, right? That beetle juice, right? So, and they were getting paid for it, right? So, and I'm just speculating, of course, right? Just speaking, but what's not to say these people can't say, we're gonna give you, so like, what's not to say these people aren't gonna start administering the chips in the same way, you know what I'm saying? These doctors are gonna get paid off, administer a chip. They could say, it could heal this, it could heal that.
Because back in the C1 Nizzle, they were getting massive incentives.
There's always
$40,000 to get certain patients in certain jurisdictions in the beginning.
There's always a judgment, though, that's going to come, and when you take that chip, there's going to be a judgment.
Plagues.
Okay. You take that mark of the beast, that RFID microchip, which is spoken about in Revelation 13:16, you will fucking die, bro. You will fucking die. Bro, just... You have to remember, man, the Lord is speeding things up, too, bro, like... Dude, we were talking about this earlier, bro. These people were crashing out over a heat wave. Imagine what's gonna fucking happen when there's a heat wave, there's earthquakes, and then there's murderers out on the street, and there's a blackout, and then there's prisoners walking around, and then animals from the zoo are coming out eating people. Got it.
This is Luke 23:31. For if they do these things in a green tree, what shall be done in the dry? Right? So they're doing these things right now where you can still live, like a citizen, going to stores, paying your bills, buying food, driving to the beach, Six Flags, whatever the fuck. Imagine, man, they're still doing this shit right now where everything's chill, everything is dandy in the eyes of these people. Imagine what's going to be done when the Lord really puts the pressure up, man. Pressure cooker. People are not going to know what to do, man. They're going to be just speechless, and they're going to resort to their carnal, brute beast nature, man. Because the Lord has a lot of people born their whole life. They go working, they go living a life that's considered to be normal until He just flips the switch in them, and then they start bugging out, or they play a role in weekend fourth destruction, just like we spoke about before.
You had this one brother, he was the elder. I believe he's from the New York City camp. I think his channel is Zion of Yehoiada. Salaki if I'm butchering that. But basically, he was talking about how there was somebody at his work, and he gave him some advice, and he's seen like a good guy or whatever, right? This guy basically, while he was out truck driving, basically, wife committed adultery, and he caught it on camera, right? Like, long story short, basically, this guy fucking shows the video to his wife, right? And he could have walked away, but he shows the video of his wife, and then he just stabs her, and he fucking stabs her, and it stabs her head, stabs her everywhere. She ended up living, right? But this dude got locked up in jail for 40 fucking years, right? You could have just walked away, you know what I'm saying? And that just goes to show you, though, people with just regular, you know, they could be living a normal life one day. Next thing you know, they're a fucking, you know, prisoner now. They're a prisoner, okay? They're a felon, right? So when all hell breaks loose, these people, they're gonna make haste decisions in the time of trouble, okay? Can you bring that out? Make not haste in time of trouble. I believe it is. Yeah, these people, they're going to make very haste decisions.
Ecclesiasticus 2:2. Set thy heart aright and constantly endure and make not haste in time of trouble.
Yeah, you're going to see a lot of people crashing out, you know. And, yeah, man, you can't be like these, you can't be like these fucking people in the world, because they're just all about their fucking emotions, bro.
So I got one last precept. This is 1 Peter 5:8. Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour. So you got to be on point, man. You got to watch where you're going, watch your surroundings, watch the routes you take.
Okay.
There's certain places that you can easily avoid. You don't got to go there.
Okay, I gotta just add on to what I was saying real quick. Like, you can't make such haste decisions. You have to use foresight to avoid certain things, bro. Ultimately, we know everything's ordained by the Lord, right? But you have to just, how do I say this, bro? Like, it's gonna get you're gonna see, bro. Okay, you're gonna see, bro, real soon, man. And a lot of people, they're gonna make that haste decision to take that chip. Okay, so you have to pray to the Lord Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushua. You don't take that chip, right? And yeah,
So yeah, right, with that, we're gonna close out. Lord willing, this is edifying and exhorting. We're gonna give all glory, honor to Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushua B'Hashem Rakakadash. Double honors unto the elders and apostles at Great Millstone, who rule well and teach well, taught us His truth. Peace and salutation unto the Lord's elect. Shalom.
So